As difficult as the world situation is, there is a purpose to it. Mankind must learn to be responsible individually, which then in composite form is reflected in a planetary whole. It must also be remembered that the adversarial energies that are being applied has been carefully planned and carried out over eons of sequential time. Humanity has been considered only as pawns in a chess game that contains more power plays than the third-dimensional mind can grasp. This does not relegate humanity to an unimportant role. Conscious awareness is at the top of the creational pile and not to be taken lightly. However, it is for the same conscious awareness to become aware of itself and its purpose through experience gained in self-created circumstances based on the laws of attraction. Victim consciousness draws abusive situations, and these are then experienced from both actions until the conscious awareness realizes the futility of such behavior and abandons it of its own accord. Difficult as it is to accept, this is the truth. The bottom line of the scenario in point. And it is understood that undue influence has been exercised, but simply put, the lessons have become more and more extreme in order the necessary realizations be made. It is necessary that those of you who are now in the know, so to speak, begin to focus on what might be called holding the pole. As the chaos increases, it is important that there be those who can keep their focus and balance as the meltdown begins in earnest. Though it appears that all is lost, it is the steadfastness of a few that will determine just how much chaos and suffering will be experienced. Inasmuch as there are now many of you who know what is happening and also understand that the extent of the chaos will reach extreme proportions as the general population in this country finally get the picture. No matter how difficult the circumstance, the plan of the Creator will come into being. It probably will not happen in ways that were previously conceived by those working on it through these many generations, but it positively will happen. While time in the third dimension continues to pass day by day, in dimensions where there is no time, only clarity of experience, it is difficult for those on each side of these diametrically different views to communicate. Each tries to estimate the possibilities the other is considering and experiencing. This muddles the picture on both sides. The greater problem is the fact that those who oppose the Creator's plan are extremely well organized on the time-oriented side, while the organization for the Creator's plan is on the other side of the timeline. Meanwhile, the masses of humanity are lacking any organization, are currently mesmerized and in declining mental and physical condition. To say the least, this creates what appears to be a lopsided picture. The balancing feature is in the fact that humanity is both consciously and unconsciously asking for help. The help that is available does not appear in a tangible way that humanity as a whole can recognize, and yet it is definitely present and available. Humanity wants to know the exact time they will be rescued, which is an impossible dream. Many estimates have been supposedly received through psychic receivers, more by personal desire than by actual heavenly estimates. In this reality, it is a matter of sequential events that must take place, rather like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle that first must fit before certain other events can then take place. Frustratingly, for those focused on the situation from the no-time side, many of those jigsaw pieces must be put in place by those humans who are now more handicapped than ever, thus slowing the time element more and more. Thus, the message of encouragement to those who are aware and capable of understanding the nature of their assignment is to hold the pole. They must know that there is a plan, and they are very much a decisive part of the plan, even though their part appears to be doing nothing. In fact, it is important that they appear to be doing nothing, so as to not draw undue attention to themselves. Those who are actively on the forefront know and understand their roles. It is those who are to quietly do their part that need the most encouragement. It is important that each focus know their task and ask for guidance, provision, and protection daily. The importance of each of these individual contributions to the Creator's plan cannot be overemphasized. Though this sounds like the easiest of assignments in the times yet to be experienced, it will not be simple or easy to remain calm, to observe, and allow the actions and reactions to surround one and not lose control. To remain devoted with no recognition in a society that thrives on attention and quick gratification will be a stretch for many who truly desire to serve in some capacity in the days to come. As humanity asks for help, it must also respond to the help that is offered to it, no matter how simple or ineffectual the requested response may seem to them. This is what is required in order that more help may be brought to bear on their behalf. It is a simple plan of request, a response, a further request, another response, etc. Always remember, subtle energy is powerful, and powerful energy is subtle.